Good morning, dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are safe at home. Okay, so welcome to the computer class. Today we are going to continue our chapter number 3. The chapter number 3 is more on MSSS 2010. Okay. In this chapter, we studied about forms. What are the types of forms? What are the views of the forms? They are form view, design view, layout view. Okay, and how can we create a form? How can we view the records? So these are the topics that I had explained in the previous video. Okay, so today we are going to start our next topics. Okay, so the next topic about the forms. Actually, the types of forms that I explained there are: first was multiple items, second is data sheet, third is split forms, and fourth one was modal dialog. Okay, so these were the types of forms. So today we are going to study how can we format a form, means how to format a form. Here I can write formatting a form. Actually, we can format a form in two ways. In two ways we can format a form. Okay. The first one is design tab. Means with the help of design tab we can format the form. The second is using format tab. These are the two ways in which we are able to format our form. So the first one is design tab. Okay, so in the design tab, how can we format our form? Earlier I told you or I explained you that in design tab we find header footer option, and under header footer option we find logo, title and date and time command there. Same logo and title and date and time commands are a kind of formatting. Okay, and with the help of these three commands we can format a form. So how can we format a form? Using design tab, click on logo, title and date time command under design tab in header footer group. In header footer group. With the help of these three commands we are able to format our form using the design tab. The next is format tab. If we are using the format tab, then how are we able to format our form? So if I am going to format with the help of format tab, so here I have to click on format tab. Which tab I need to click here? I will click on format tab. Then the options will be there and I am able to add the or edit the font color, font size, background image, the alignment of the labels. These all editing I am able to do with the help of format tab. So click on format tab and edit the font size, color, alignment of labels, background image, etc. Background image, etc. So here in two ways we are able to format our form. First is using the design tab and the second one is using the format tab. Okay. Now the next topic is query. Okay. What is query? Query, you know, query is simply a question. Whatever we ask to anyone, it is a question, and whenever we ask a question to anyone, we get answer. In the same way, query are a kind of tool in MSSS. They are used to search, to edit, to add, to delete. Okay, so these are the commands and they comes with the help of a query. So how are we able to use the query? Query. A query is the most powerful feature of MSSS. It is used to search for a particular data information from one or more tables in a database. What is query? Query is the most powerful feature of MSSS. It is used to search for a particular data and the information from one or more tables. And here you are able to find the exact data. Query is the most powerful feature and it helps us to find the exact data. Now, what are the types of query? This is about the query. The next is what are the types of the query. Query are of 5 types. Types of query. There are 5 types of query. The first one is select query. Second one is parameter query. Third one is action query. Fourth one is the cross tab query. And the last one is the SQL. SQL stands for structured query language. First is select query. Second is parameter query. Third one is action query. Fourth one is cross tab query. And last one is SQL. SQL means structured query language. So these are the types of query. The first one is select, second one is parameter, third one is action, fourth one is cross tab, and the fifth one is SQL, structured query language. There are different uses of these different queries. Okay, the what is first query? It is select query. Select query is used to extract the data from one or more tables in a database. Suppose in a table, in a database, we know that one or more tables are there and we are getting the data from one or more fields there. So we get the data from there and we are using it to calculate the sum, average, to find the product. These all calculations we are able to do the help of the select query. Next one is parameter query. What is parameter query? Parameter query prompts you the input first. What is prompt? Prompt means the input We fix the input, then we process it, and then we give the output. So here the parameter query mainly focus on the input. It prompts you for the input, then it gives the output. Okay, means before the it runs, जब भी हम किसी query को run करते हैं processing के लिए, so at first it will prompts us the input. It will show us the input, and then we can check that according to input the answer is exactly there or not. So it is about the parameter query. First is select, second one is the parameter query. Okay, now about the third query, action query. What is action query? Action query is used to create a new table. And how can we create a new table? By adding, editing, updating the new records there. So action query is used to create a new table by adding, deleting, updating the records that are there. Okay, so this is about action query. Next is cross tab query. What is cross tab query? Cross tab query works on two headings. First is row heading, second one is column heading. So it prepares the database in two forms. In column heading means column heading wise and row heading wise, and then it shows the information in the two ways. First is row heading and the second one is column heading way. Now third is SQL. SQL, structured query language. SQL, it is a computer language. SQL is a computer language, and we are able to use this language for searching, for adding, for deleting any kind of data, and we are able to add it, update all the data with the help of this language. This language has its own syntax, own rules to write the coding. Okay, so these are the 5 types of query of MS Access. First is select, second one is parameter, third one is action, fourth one is cross tab, and the fifth one is SQL query. Okay, now what is a relationship? At first thing is, what is a relationship? Two tables are here. One is this, it is having two fields only. So what is the relationship? Relationship is a way to associate the one field of this and one field of this. Here it is roll number, it is name, class, So it associates, means it combines one field of this table and one field of this table. Means same field will be here and same will be in table 1. This is table 1, this is table 2. Two tables are there. So it will keep one field same in one table, first table and the second table. Why? Because so that it will associate these two tables. Associate means it can combine these two tables and we can get the data. Suppose roll number name is here and here. So with the help of the name, here I have written roll number, name, class. Here I have written suppose marks. Okay, tables are two. So with the help of first table, I can get the class only. Here with the help of second table, I can get the marks. So means if I keep one field common in both of the tables, so with the help of these two tables, I can combine the data of first table and second table. Suppose I want to ask the marks and class of roll number 2. So roll number 2 class I can get from this table and roll number 2 marks I can get from this table. So relationship is basically associates the one field of one table with the another field of the second table. Okay, it is a relationship. I am writing the definition of it. A relationship a feature that associates one field of one table with the same field of another table. Here fields are same in both of the tables, but tables are different there. And here if I am associating two tables with a common field. What is common field? The field that is here also and that is here also are known as a common field. So common field, with the help of these common fields I am able to get the answer. So the field that is common is known as primary key. The field that is common in both of the fields, both of the tables are known as primary key. And what is primary key? Primary key is a unique field that uniquely identifies the record of any student in the database. Okay, suppose in our school when we get the result, so with the help of your admission number we are able to find all the records of the student. We are not asking about the phone number, asking address. Here we ask you only 4 digits code to you, that is admission number, and with the help of that admission number we are able to get the record of you all, like your name, your father's name, your class, your section, means everything we are able to get with the help of this primary key. And primary key is a field that do not match with anyone. We know it that our admission number do not match with anyone. In a class if 42 students are there, so the code is different for different student. In the school 2000 students, 2500 students are there, but the record is the admission number doesn't match with other students admission number, so it is known as primary key. I am writing the definition of primary key. Primary key. What is primary key? It is a unique field that doesn't match with any other field, so that we can uniquely identify the record. If it will match, then how are we able to find the record? Like vehicles are going on, so what happens in the vehicles? Vehicles have its own vehicle number, and with the help of vehicle number we can get the location and everything about any vehicle. And if it will match, do you know it do not match with anyone. Vehicle number do not match with anyone. Okay. So it is about a primary key. Okay. Now I am going to write what is foreign key. What is foreign key? There are two kinds of key. First is primary, second one is foreign. Foreign key is slightly different from the primary key. Here foreign key is a one column. It is one column that match with the field of primary key. Here we are focusing on two things. First is column, and here we are talking about field. What is column? Column is a vertical section, and what is record of here primary key. Here we are considering one column, means one column of one table. Here it is matching with the field of primary key. In the primary key, the field which we have assigned the key, means which we have made the primary key, it should match with the column of the table, and then it is known as the foreign key. Okay. Now the next is how to set the relationship. Here we talked about the primary key and foreign key. Now we will discuss how to set the relationship. When we are going to set the relationship, we have to choose which tab? Create tab. In create tab, we find a option there that is known as relationship option. Okay. When I will click on it, it will show me a table. Means it will show table dialog box. Dialog spelling DIALOG. So it will show a table dialog box there. Okay. Here I will click on which button? Add button. What are the steps there? At first I will click on the create tab. Here I will find the relationship option. Then it will show us show table option. Okay. Then we will click on the add button. Here I have to add the primary key. What we have to do here? Here I have to add the primary key, the one that I have used there as a primary key. We will drag the mouse pointer to the other field of the table. Okay. Here, suppose if one field I have assigned the primary key, then we will drag the mouse pointer to the field in other table. Then we will release it. Then it will show you edit relationship option there. And we will click on which button? Create button. Which option we will choose here? On create button. So the way that I have used, in this way you are able to edit the relationship. Okay. Now the next is how to create a query. If you are going to create a query, so you have to use create tab. Which tab you have to use here? You have to use here create tab. Then in create tab you will find a option there, query design. What you will find there? Query design option. When you will click on it, it will show you a tabular form data there. Means it is a show table dialog box. It will show you 5 things. First is field, second is table, third is show, then criteria, then or. What is field? In the field you are able to show all the fields that are in your table. In the table option you are able to get how many tables you have used. Suppose you have made 3 tables, so it will show you table 1, table 2 and table 3 there. Next is show. Show option is used to show the details. Suppose 5 fields are there and 3 fields I want to show, or you can say table 1 data I want to show. So I will use a check mark there. So the fields that are have assigned a check mark, only they will be visible, and the fields that are not having the check mark, they are not visible. Next is criteria. Criteria is a condition. So the fields where we want to apply any kind of condition, so I will use a criteria option. Suppose less than 10. It is a criteria. So less than 10 data will be visible there. Next is or. What is or? Or is used to add more than one condition. Example, suppose I want to add less than 10 equal to 10. I need the data less than 10 and equal to 10. Means two conditions are there and I want to get the data on behalf of these two conditions. So these are known as OR conditions. So these are the four tabs that are there: field, table, show, criteria and OR. Now next is report. Okay, what is report? Report is the final data. Okay, suppose we have created a table, we have updated it, we have added any field, we have deleted any field, and now we are going to represent it. So that is known as the report. Report. It is a final manipulated sheet of a database. In a database, if we have finally manipulated the data and information of a worksheet, then it is known as the report. Now, how you are able to create a report means how to create a report. Whenever we are going to create a report, so we have to click on the create tab. Here on create tab, I will get the option report. Okay, create tab, then it will show me report option. Okay, so when I will click on the report option, so the table, suppose 3 tables I have created, so all the 3 tables report it will show me. Table 1, table 2, table 3, 4 table I have used, so 4 tables report it will show me, and then I can go for the print. Because as final manipulation done, we can give the sheet for the printing. And how can we take the print out? We all know we can use the command Ctrl+P also, and we can follow the procedure file, then print, and if we are going to take the preview, so we will click on the print preview option. Whenever we click on the report command of the ribbon, so it will show us 4 options. First is design, second is arrange, third is format, and fourth is page setup. If I want to design the table, we use the design table. If I want to arrange the table, table 2 at first, table first at last, means how to arrange the orders, we will use arrange tab. Formatting, if I want to finalize or if I want to do the manual changes in the final report, I can do it from the format. And page setup means in how many pages we want the report to get print. In one page I want to get the 2 reports, and in different pages I want to get. These all settings we can do from there. So finally the chapter got complete, and I will send you the answers of the exercise, and you all will do this chapter question answers. So